Ink Pulp Live. 420 episode live from the Skull Funk Labs in a mysterious, beautiful loft downtown.
If you look behind Jim, you can see me waving in his camera.
There's the boys in the back. The back of the bus.
Wait, I have a question. West Coast Avengers, did you really eat 400 milligrams? That's crazy.
Oh, Lord. This guy's an experienced...
Yeah.
We love Dave, but Dave, we're also a little concerned about you.
Yeah, that's a lot of weed. So I'm gonna take my little edible. Justin, would you like one?
Oh, certainly.
Jim, would you like one?
I'm good for now.
I'm good for now. Catch it, I'd be so impressed.
I just... No effort. Jazzy Jamie Wood is with us, you guys. Jamie, what up?
A pleasure, as always.
Thanks for being here on a Sunday. Our homeboy Justin Stewart. Justin Stewart is with us from Lexington, Kentucky. Justin, welcome. And thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. Justin's got an awesome Kickstarter going on right now. And I believe, Jamie, did you pin that comment in there?
Yes, sir. Should be there.
I don't see it. Do you see it, Jim?
Let me see.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Oh, yeah.
I see it.
I started it. I don't know if I pinned it. I'll make sure I pinned it.
It's starred, but it's not stuck to the bottom there. Oh, Dave Crossland in the house. What up, Dave?
Dave Crossland.
What? Dude, King Gum. Oh, my God. What up, buddy? We also want to shout out, it's Eddie P's birthday. It's Ed Piscor's birthday today. So shout out to our homie. Rest in peace. We love you, dude. It's a celebration day.
Absolutely. And congrats to the Piscor family and the legacy of Ed on the Eisner.
Yeah, Ed won for the Hip Hop Family Tree Omnibus, the collection on was that Saturday night? Was the Eisners? Friday night?
Yeah, Saturday night. Last night.
I'm super stoked they won, and they're headed back to Pittsburgh, and it's just kind of a bittersweet thing, but we represent Eddie P today, y'all. And today we're just chilling and hang out, talking, drawing, bullshitting.
And we've got... Go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm just going to switch my camera over and fuck around.
Yeah, I'm about to. But we also have a special guest from the inkpulp community here today.
Who's that, Sean?
Let's see. Jamie, why don't you let our special guest in?
Hey.
Oh, he's right there.
Hey.
Reporting
Eric in the house.
live from hell in the red room. Speaking of Ed Piscor, Eric's in the red room.
Erica,
Can you hear us, Eric?
Oh, there you go.
I can hear you. I'm just debating whether or not this was a good idea.
It's never a good idea.
Is it okay if I give you a birthday shout out?
My birthday.
Yeah, you hit a significant number. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but I apologize for not privately texting you and giving you a big up and a congratulations and a happy birthday. But I think it was a week or two ago.
Yeah, it was about a week or so back.
Eric, I'm such a good friend. I'm going to let you know you're not using your mic. Your sound is coming through something else. Your computer, I think. Because you're not sounding like your normal sexy self.
Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. The soothing sounds of Eric Canetti.
That's what we're used to.
All right, let's give Justin a minute here to show his Kaiju book and talk about his Kickstarter.
Sure. First of all, thank you, fellas, for letting me hop on and hijack for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Happy to have you, brother.
Yeah, this is what the book will look like. Full 8.5 by 11. it's a double page spread, is each monster.
Right.
Nice.
Talk about the concept here. I love this concept.
It is a fake field guide to giant monsters that roam the bluegrass. So it's like each city and town has its own little mini Godzilla.
Yes.
Some are helpful to the town, some are harmful. Some have territorial fights, as wild animals do. And it was just something that I thought of would be a really funny and fun concept to do.
It's badass, man.
It is. I was like, we're so used to seeing Eastern interpretations of kaiju. It's interesting to see, a Western, Southern take on the subject matter.
Mm-hmm. And we picked all pretty obscure sounding towns and counties in Kentucky. So that way we could use the history and mythology of the towns to help shape what monster lives there. So towns rich in bourbon or rich in oil
Wait, is there a bourbon kaiju?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a sentient barrel.
All right. Oh, and when Justin's done, I'll talk about our sponsor. But guys, Justin's got a Kickstarter going on. You're about 60% funded?
Yes, we're almost 60% funded. And we're kickstarting this as a soft cover and a hardcover.
So we've got the link in the comments. Although I don't think it's pinned, Jamie.
It is pinned. I fixed it.
And guys, Jamie, can you give me the camera real quick?
Yeah,
Justin also has Bleed Leaders issue 1, which Jay, is this available online?
Yes, that's available on my store on justin3000.com.
Okay. This is badass stuff. This is
awesome.
And just so you guys, if you don't know, Justin and I have been working on and off together for like 20 years. So Justin also is an incredible designer, letterer, colorist. So he colored my Carl one shot from like 2009. He lettered and colored all of Girl Scouts Stone Ghost, which came out in 2017. So we've been homies for a long time, and we've been working together for a while. And you know me, you know that I'm a very, very serious man, a very angry man, a very anal retentive man. I'm not just going to let some cornball letter and color my work. Justin had to go through a very, very rigorous and dangerous, deadly vetting process to even touch these pages, to even get near the glory of the booties and the violence, the insanity. It's like not anyone can just get down on this stuff. So it's
legitimately mind blowing. The shit that Jim sends me is always incredible. So I have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that.
Justin's not your average cornball, like Jim said. He's a special kind of cornball. All right, so Eric, what's going on with you today? What are you working on?
I just wanted to join you guys.
We got Canetti jamming? Is that Canetti's camera?
Nice.
It's a quiet Saturday.
Fuck yeah, look at this. This is a bonus surprise, man. This is awesome.
It's quiet Sunday. We all just got back from church.
Nice. Is this just a drawing for fun? Is this sketchbook and stuff?
If it's in focus. Hold on. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go.
There you go.
Nice.
That looks so good.
Yeah, this is a book that I owe our buddy Zach since forever.
Oh, did you get that at Heroes?
He texted me from Heroes and said, like, hey, where's my effing book? You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Yes. We got some Doctor Strange.
I'm trying to populate it as much as... I mean, it's just me.
He bought a whole sketchbook from you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Nice. Dude, what is that?
You guys remember She-Ra?
Yes.
These are the bad guys from that show.
Oh, shit, dude, that's awesome.
So it's a bunch of Masters of the Universe.
So was that Merman?
Because I got bored.
Oh, that's awesome. The Thor.
That camera could be doing better focus-wise, shouldn't it?
That's great, man.
I'll go.
Love
Is
it.
that your actual camera, Eric? Like,
That's zooming in and zooming out and not focusing, Jamie? The answer is yes.
it might be worth it. Are you on manual focus?
Yeah, I can grab it directly above my head and like manually focus it and zoom out, zoom in. You know.
Nice. Okay.
That looks so
Eric,
sick, man.
I had a question for you that I've always wondered.
Okay.
Whenever you're drawing established characters, you're always going. One thing I love and admire is you're always going like slightly off model of what their
Yeah.
actual costumes and stuff are. What made you? Was that a conscious decision, or were you just like, fuck it, I'm just going to draw these characters the way I want? People will know it's Thor, but it doesn't have to be on model Thor.
In the beginning, it was because I couldn't recall the exact model sheet.
Yeah.
Right? Like I couldn't, like I don't remember the detail. You know, there's a couple of things that you commit to memory.
Dude, that's
And
beautiful right
then-
there. That's awesome.
And then as you sort of like draw them because they don't have to be on model anymore, you realize that in animation, they have to be very sparse with detail.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because they had to animate those frames over and over again. And I realized the omission of detail wasn't for the lack of skill. There's actually more skill that went into it in order for them to capture those characters. And so I just started adding stuff that I thought made sense, or at least stuff that I thought it would be fun to draw.
Right.
And then like if you were to ask me to draw something, oh, dude, like people have said, I really love the way you drew Snake Eyes from however many years ago. I could never draw that Snake Eyes again because I never committed any of that stuff to memory.
Yeah.
I was just drawing, you know?
So each one of them is kind of like their own one-off.
They're sort of
their
bespoke,
own-
but there's going to be themes, right? Like
Yeah.
Iron Man's always going to have a circle on his chest and so on and so forth.
Yeah. He always has to have rocket blasters coming out of his shoes or whatever.
Yeah, or something. You know?
It's the basic ideas. It's
He's got the Reebok pumps, right?
yeah.
What do you guys do on this show?
Well,
Just
typically
hang out?
we have like a theme of art we're
Mhm.
doing, and
What's going on today?
today's just more of a freestyle form. We did one on Wednesday from here, and we
Yeah.
were like, since I'm going to be at Jim's, let's get two out of it. We thought Sunday would be like just a good hang. We've got work to do, and we're like, let's hop on and get busy.
Yeah, so you're just working. You're just doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a commission I'm working on. Jim, what are you working on today?
I'm just cheating and finishing a sketchbook drawing,
Nice.
freestyle ballpoint stuff. But I've been like so busy with regular work and working on my Savage Street Vigilante Kickstarter book. So it's cool. So Sean and Justin have been hanging out here for the last 4 days because we're trying to make the conscious effort. And I would encourage everyone watching this for like community building purposes is having non-Comic-Con hangouts with art homies, you know. So the last 4 days, it's just been Justin and Sean here. We went comics digging, been eating great food, but lots of time just hanging out at the control center, my big table over there, and looking at comics, drawing, planning. Justin's been helping me plan and design the cover of the Savage Street Vigilante comic. And, you know, it's just been a great time of like having people over and actually being creative with all of it.
And smoking hella weed.
And that. And none of us are at Comic-Con, obviously. So it was like, this is our own little Comic-Con away from Comic-Con.
Do you guys miss it? For those who've gone, do you miss it?
San Diego?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't miss it at all. Do you?
Jim? Oh, it's been years since I've been there. I can't even.
I mean,
it's been so long that I can't even say I miss it. You know, like
It's
I
been
don't have a
10 years
memory.
for me
Yeah.
since I've gone. It's been a
Yeah.
while. But I remember very vividly what it's like.
Yeah. I mean, looking at everybody's posts and photos from the last couple of days, it looks like it's been crazy busy there. I mean, it usually is every year.
Mhm.
I have not exhibited at San Diego since 2009 or 10. So I went and hung out when I was living in LA. I'd take the train down. I think 2018 was the last time I was there, but just to walk around and hang out. And the one good thing about San Diego is you do wind up running into like everyone you've ever known in your entire life there in 4 days.
Right.
So that's kind of cool. But if you're not setting up there, I couldn't imagine just walking that floor like 5 days in a row.
Oh, dude, people love it though. I know a handful who are not
Yeah.
setting up there just like every year for as much as it has scaled cost-wise.
Yeah.
They don't care. They just go. You know, it's an event for them.
Oh, sure. But Eric, a lot of people, that's their only convention of the year. And it's
For
like,
sure.
it's like Christmas and Halloween all rolled into one where they just kind of save up for the big mother load of the San Diego experience, you know?
Yeah. It's effectively 3 days, 4 days worth of Disneyland for them. You know, it's like going to Disney World instead of the Magic Kingdom. They go to San Diego instead.
Right.
Eric, which would you rather do, San Diego or Disney World?
Or a gun to the head. No.
You seem like a Disney World guy, Eric.
Yeah, I'd go. I've never been to Disney World, so I'd do that in a heartbeat.
There you go.
Can I ask you guys, was there a moment in the last time that you guys went, or was it just, you know, it just turned into a habit? Because that could be possible too. Was there a moment the last time that you guys went where you went like, I don't think this is for me anymore?
Yeah, the last year I went I knew going in that was the last year for a while.
But I mean, like, what, you know, there was something, right? There was a decision that was being made there. What was the thing that made you go, okay, I think this is it?
Well, when I first started going to San Diego, I was trying to break in and I was getting portfolio reviews and networking.
Yeah.
And then when I was in the industry, I could go stop by the Marvel booth, talk to some editors, line up some jobs, go to DC booth and do the same. But the publishers stopped setting up there, and the editors stopped being seen. So I was just like, also the cost of it. I remember vividly a couple of years before I stopped, I said, I'm going to do an experiment. I said, for the money I go to San Diego with, I could go to New York on my own for a few days in the week, get a hotel, get a flight, and stop by the offices to get my work, because San Diego was literally where I'd line up a year's worth of work. So
really, that much?
I went to New York. What's that?
I said that much, a year's worth of work.
Yeah, it'd be like I'd get a good miniseries, some short stories. It didn't take much. Hold on, I hate that.
What happened? You all right,
Hold on,
Sean?
sorry. My Siri like activates every now and then, and it cuts everything off, and I can't hear anything.
Oh, damn.
So I got to turn. But so I went to New York when you're on my own, like in the springtime, and I lined up all the work there. I was like, okay, San Diego's no, and also it wasn't about comics. It was just about big movie events. So the last time I went was the year they announced my Batman book. I took my whole family so they could see it, and then I was out, and I haven't been back since.
Yeah.
Okay, so big history thing here. I don't know if you guys remember this or any of the kids watching this, but in 2010, we, the artist, had a full-scale revolt against San Diego Comic-Con.
I remember this.
I don't remember it. Tell the story.
This was led by the incredible artist Scott Morse, buddy of mine, and his buddy Ted. What was Ted's last name? They're both Pixar guys. So I used to set up at San Diego every year with Scott Morse. So we had a table together from like 98 to 2009. So around 2008-9, when the movie started blowing up, all the artists across the board, including us, indie people, huge names like Mike Mignola, we all started complaining because it seemed like San Diego was turning its back on the artists. Like the artists weren't the focus anymore. The movies were Hall H. they purposefully shoved Artist Alley into one of the very corners of the convention center.
Sure.
And it gave Artist Alley this like completely like ghetto shantytown vibe. So Scott and his buddy Ted had this genius idea of doing one of the very first pop-ups outside of the convention center across the trolley tracks. And we all pooled money together, rented a space, and it was free to get in.
Yeah.
So people could go pay to get into San Diego after they're done at the con, walk across the trolley tracks, come into our space, which was a retail store, with all of us selling our own stuff.
Yeah.
And then we were charging for individual classes, but the classes were like Scott Guillermo del Toro to show up and teach a class about like storytelling.
Yeah.
At night we had live art, figure drawing.
So it was a whole thing. It wasn't just
a whole event and
Jim,
celebration.
what was the name of it? I forgot the name of it.
It's called Trickster.
That's right. Yes.
So, but here's the deal. The first year of it, 2010, I believe, was so successful that Comic-Con like freaked out and contacted Scott. And they were like, we need to talk to you. Like what, because we got Mignola to leave the convention center.
Right.
We got big names to leave for that year.
Yeah.
And it made an impression. And Entertainment Weekly, the magazine, even did like a full page story about it with Scott and Ted. There's a photo of them like standing in front of Comic-Con, the convention center.
Yeah.
And it was just a glorious kind of artist reclaiming some attention and respect. And I think
was that
Scott's
the messaging?
I think Scott's meeting with them was kind of like, well, no, we're not trying to cause a problem. You guys make your money. We're not charging to get in. People are still going to buy their Comic-Con tickets. When they're done with the convention and they want a break, they can cross the tracks and come hang out with us and have a drink and buy some sketchbooks and watch Mike Allred's band play at night.
Sure.
You know,
okay.
I mean, we got Tom Morello to show up one night and play music with his band. So the second year, and here's where like the capitalism comes in, which you can't, deny this is going to happen. But the space we had the first year was incredible.
Yeah.
And the people that owned the bar and the restaurant were like, we'll work with you guys from now on. You're amazing. We love you. So Scott and them tried to book the same venue for 2011.
Yeah.
The venue rented the space out to Sega for triple the money.
Well, of course.
So, so Trickster year 2, we had to move the venue further away. And for some reason, people just had a harder time finding it. We needed, they needed to hire like a street team to promote the whole thing. And this was right before Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like that weird area of there was social media, but there wasn't super promotion.
It wasn't social media, right? Like as we know it now. Yeah.
But there was 3 years of Trickster, but nothing beat that first year. It was
right. I remember it. Now
amazing.
It's sort of vague how I remember it. Like little tiny postcard flyers and so on,
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it.
But dude, here's the other thing that pissed off San Diego though.
Yeah. Oh, they were mad. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. But the reason they were mad is Scott kept his booth at San Diego Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
And the booth he paid for it. The booth was empty. And the booth was just a huge sign that said, come across the street to Trickster. That's where we're at.
And they took exception to that.
So they were upset that we were advertising for Trickster inside of San Diego Convention Center.
Okay.
Which we were blatantly doing that, but we were also like, it's just a coincidence that we're having our own convention across the street on the same weekend. It's a random coincidence.
You little scamps.
But man, it was a blast. And the other great thing that happened was instead of all the professionals hanging out at the Hyatt every night at the bar, everyone hung out at Trickster because it was a full restaurant and bar that went till like 2 a.m. or whatever. So it made things way more community based, and just everyone was together. It was awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the thing that prevented it from going 3 years? 3?
I think the thing that really killed it, man, was not having a consistent, reliable venue.
Oh, I
Because
see.
in 3 years, it was 3 different locations.
I see.
And on the third year, the venue they got was pretty far away from the convention center.
Yeah. Now,
And it was
this
like
10 years ago, venues had already been costing an arm and a leg, right? And anytime that you could get a venue and a new player comes into the space that is San Diego Comic-Con, they're gonna, and especially if they had money to burn, such as a Sega, you guys were gonna get outpriced every time and any time, right?
completely.
Yeah.
Completely. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But the third year, it was like the only venue they could get was this bar/bowling alley. So you're also competing with multi things happening at the same time. It's like you got people bowling, you got a bar, you got Trickster set up, and
they didn't 100% take over the bowling alley bar. There was still regular business going on.
Yeah, as I remember. Yeah. But dude, the ironic thing and the breaking thing that Trickster doesn't get credit for is it really was one of the first pop-ups outside in the gas lamp in downtown San Diego. Because if you go to Comic-Con now, all of downtown San Diego is a pop-up. There's galleries and art shows, and Ashley Wood shows up every year. It's his only American convention, and he has a space as a pop-up in downtown San Diego. So Trickster kind of helped facilitate and introduce that idea of like, you can do shit outside of the convention center.
Right.
And just for the sheer numbers, there's over, 150,000 people there. You're going to get people walking into your space.
Right.
Eric, let's say we do this for New York Comic-Con.
Do what for New York Comic-Con?
Just start do like a little con outside of the con where we can all be. Is that going to get you to New York?
I wouldn't do anything at that little Comic-Con outside of the Comic-Con. I'd just hang out with you guys,
But you would go. That's what I'm saying.
No, it would never get that far. We're just talking.
What if I come then?
If Jamie was, I'd show up for Jamie.
See?
There you go.
Jamie.
There you go.
If Jamie shows up out of respect and whatever kindness I can muster, I'd show up.
Let's do it. That means Sean needs to pay for my flight. That's it.
No, Jamie, what we're going to do is we're going to have a super chat right now to raise money for Jamie's flight to New York Comic-Con.
Oh my God.
Quick, $700 super chat. Let me see it.
Are we incentivizing people to give us money? Is that also part of this stream? Are you guys
in the
in
super chat function?
We're shameless, Eric. We'll ask people for
like if you have a question and you definitely want it answered, the super chat, because Jim and I are drawing and we can't hit every question we see on the feed there. But if a super chat question pops up, Jamie catches it and we go. So if you guys do have a question you definitely want to get answered today, super chat away.
Is that true, Jamie? Do they get questions? Are they so busy that first of all, did they get questions?
I've heard talk of questions, Eric. Definitely.
Okay. All right.
We got Wesley Gift in the chat saying he can't wait for the new Kentucky Kaiju.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's exciting.
No, thank you, Wes. I appreciate that, man.
Do you know Wes, Justin?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yes. He wrote a story that's in an anthology book that I did last year.
Oh, cool.
He's got some work on the horizon.
Sweet.
Hey, Justin, have we ever met? Have we ever been formally introduced?
I don't think we have, and I was trying to find a time where I could say thank you for the dinner at Heroes Con.
Oh, don't worry, man. Listen.
Oh,
these
yeah.
guys-
I
These
didn't
guys
get
were
a
not.
chance to thank you.
These guys were not going to take the opportunity to introduce me and you because they're. I don't know. They're just dudes. You know what I mean? They're just
We're
dudes.
children. We're
They
children.
barely
They're children
into
dudes.
walls.
We're high, is what he's saying, Jim. We're high.
It's a pleasure to meet you, man. I also, I just kind of came on last minute, and I know there was a promotion at the top part of the stream for you. So if this takes away from any and all of that, please forgive me. Let's continue to talk about your upcoming book and your ongoing projects. So I don't want to take any of that shine off of you, man. But it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh man, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I appreciate that. I think I think you're great.
He's
Hey,
been
look at that.
known.
There's money.
Here
Somebody
we
actually-
go.
Say,
West
we got-
Coast Avengers, our
All
homie.
right, what's up?
Thank you so much, Dave. $20. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Dave, I have to ask you, did you really eat 400 milligrams?
No, there's no way.
I know people that would do that. I'm wondering if he's one of those people.
I'm
Jamie,
gonna
is
say no. I'm gonna say
Is
no.
New York more ideal for you to go because you've never been to New York, or is it just because these guys pretty much circled it on the map for you? Or
I would
you
go
know.
to any of them, Eric. I'd go to any of the big cons. I've never been to one.
because I think by way of just overall experience for us heroes is great. So you might consider going to Charlotte if you want
I'd love to go to any of them.
a more southern feel to your convention experience. We'd come and take care of you.
After
There you
hearing
go.
you guys talk about like Como, I wanted to go there. That sounds sick.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, forget these guys. You and me just go hang out in Como.
Me and you, let's do a wee bachelor's
Yeah, man.
weekend in Como. Me and you.
Oh
I'm down,
yeah.
Eric. I'm so down.
Anyway, if New York is in your bucket list, man, I think between Sean and Jim and the gang, they'll be happy to. I think they're the experts that would be able to show you around and have you really enjoy the place.
Eric, is
Assuming
this
you
you
haven't
trying to
been-
get
if
out
you've
of
never
you
been.
coming?
Say again.
Is this you trying to get out of you coming?
I'm emotionally.
Eric's not
negotiating
going.
this.
Just make no mistake. No matter what he says, Eric is not going to New York.
I hope
It
so.
will not happen. I watched him suffer through that show a few times.
It's a rough
New
show.
York is a lot. New York is it's a lot. Oh, and Sean, to answer your question,
Yeah.
West Coast Avengers did not take
Okay.
that
Thank God.
amount.
Thank God.
Hallelujah.
So
Hey,
For
we
a
got
second, you
Quickle
were
in the
kind of-
house. What's
you're
up,
almost-
Quickle?
You're almost interested to see what would happen to him, Sean. It sounded like
I'm just impressed by people who can ingest that much weed and it just affect them like it's a small amount.
hmm,
Baffles me.
Oh, and speaking of weed, guys, this is not a joke. We all went and saw Ice Cube perform on Friday night out here.
Yes, we
my
did. Yes.
little brother opened up for Ice Cube. My brother's a DJ, and Sean and I got recognized at the Ice Cube concert. Through
This is
inkpulp.
true, Eric. This
It
is
was
true.
amazing.
this is
At the
such
concert,
horseshit.
some guy comes up to me, reaches out his hand. I'm like, who is this guy? And he goes, "What up, Inkpulp?"
Mm.
And then he looked over my shoulder and saw Jim.
That's amazing. Before you guys continue this story, we just got another $20 super chat from James Harrow. Said, "Enjoy New York or wherever you end up hanging with the homies." Thank you. very much.
Awesome.
It's
Thank
very
you,
kind.
James.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
But Jamie, Jim and I were talking. We are going to make Thought Bubble in 25 happen, I think.
Let's do it. I'm so down for that.
Yeah.
Oh
we
yeah,
got-
that'd be the shit.
And by then, Jamie, I'll have a lot of tattooing under my belt, so I can bring my machine out there.
Yes, 100%, man. We need to do that.
Wait, you're. Oh, never mind. That would be
No,
uncommon.
go.
Go ahead, Eric. Come on, bring it.
I'm just curious that you would let if that thing meant that you were gonna let Sean tattoo you, Jamie.
I would be honoured to have Sean tattoo me.
That's right, Jamie, my man, my
I'm fighting
man.
your corner, Sean. Come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
How many tattoos do you have in total now, Jamie?
Me?
Yeah.
3.
And you trust Sean with your 4th. Let me think about that for a sec.
Eric, I'll trust you with my 5th if that's what you're angling at here.
Listen, no, that's not. I would. If you ever hear me say, "Hey, can I tattoo?" Not just you, but like anybody, wave them as far away from me as possible. So I'm trying to consider if that's a courtesy I should extend to you. As
No,
you know
Eric,
what,
I'm coming
you'll
to
figure it out.
Portland so I can tattoo you. That's
No,
gonna happen.
that's not happening. I'm not coming to Portland. Stay out of here.
Eric's gonna let me tattoo him. Jim's gonna let me. Eric, you gotta let me.
Yeah.
Why did you
Michael
suddenly
T
sign
just asked
Sean?
when are you getting an Eric? When's Eric getting a Sean tattoo?
Yeah. Probably Tuesday of never. So
Sean, the tattoo that you're gonna do for me is gonna be a fucking skull on top of a carton of hummus. It's gonna be a skull with hummus. It's gonna be fucking metal, dude.
There's nothing more metal than hummus.
Hummus.
Did I not hear that whenever, or did I misconstrue it, that sometimes you make some of the originals on this show available for sale to your viewership?
Yeah, we would play with having like an auction during the show. Like Jamie would keep track of bids, but now we're trying something different now, where the art we're doing we'll bring to a con with us and drop the art there, and then whatever doesn't sell at the con, then we'll put on the site. So Dragon Con is the next show coming up, so we're gonna do that. Try it out for Dragon Con.
Yeah, because I need originals for Dragon Con. So,
is it a good show for you, Jim?
Dude, I haven't done Dragon in 6 or 7 years. Going back, doing it this year, I'm kind of curious, like I'm not sure what to expect, but
yeah.
I mean, they're bringing me and Jason Aaron out from Kansas City as like full-blown guests, so they're covering everything, and they've been so kind and easy to work with that I'm excited to get out there and just see what happens, you know.
You ever been to that show before, Justin?
I have been to Dragon Con, but it was ages and ages ago, before Hollywood and all that good stuff, and it was mainly just a cosplay con. And it is huge since then.
Hey, so Justin, while we're talking,
that kind of dates. What year is how far back does that go? Last time you were there?
2005.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Justin, I was going to ask you, while we're talking about cons, you have been involved with the Lexington. You were involved every year with Lexington Comic-Con. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I did all of their design work and stuff. So all of their Instagram ads, all the badge art, all the poster art and directional signs and stuff, all the signs that went on the door for enter and exit signage and all of that good stuff. They did a giant ass banner every year. I was in charge of putting that together. So yeah, mainly all of the branding and whatever they t-shirts and stuff like that.
And you were actually the recruiter for getting the artist too, right? The talent recruiter
for a few years. Yeah, I was
for Artist Alley.
Yeah, I was Artist Alley liaison for a couple of years there. They have some people that are doing it now, because the showrunner actually owns a comic store, and all of his employees get to pick the creators that come in and stuff like that these days. But for the first few years when it was starting up, yeah, I was the guy that would email people and try to get them to come in.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
You
were there a couple of times.
For sure. It was always a blast.
I was going to say we had a question here from Peppy Pop saying, have you guys ever tried an Eternal pencil?
I don't even know what that is.
Eternal pencil.
You're dropping knowledge on me now.
Yeah.
Eternal pencil?
Yeah.
Does it last forever?
That's a brand?
It's a pretty hefty claim.
Yeah.
Practical when you use it.
Also, West Coast Avengers asked, will Sean tattoo Jar Jar or as a Sith Lord on him?
I say yes. I'm going to answer for Sean.
Yeah, it's a perfect tattoo for Eric, right?
It's not for me. It's for him.
That's for
he has it on him.
but I think you want it too, Eric.
Hmm.
Oh, we got
That
a
wasn't a
question.
note.
Jim, what shop did you guys go comic hunting in? We should share a haul.
Oh, let me be the first to show a haul if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah,
yeah.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Perfect segue.
Comics A to Z in Blue Springs, Missouri. Good place for digging. Let me get the camera back a little. Give me 1 second.
Jim, when you're digging around, is it just something like issues or copies that strike your fancy? Is it just like you seeing something going like, yo, that's pretty cool, I want to try that? Or was there,
It's
you have a
mostly
running tally in your head?
I'm not like a completist. It's what catches my eye as far as art goes. Like this is
Yeah.
Mike McMahon on this
So good.
glorious Alien
Yeah, so
Legion. And dude, he did the pencils, inks, and colors on this, and it's all just
Mhm.
really beautiful.
Yeah.
Fantastic color palette. And Sean found this for me. Might Fall. Kevin O'Neill and Alan Grant doing a Batmite one shot.
Mhm.
Looks insane.
These are 50 bin rescues. So, Eric, I have a policy. I already have these. This is Bill Sienkiewicz on New Mutants.
Yep. Mhm.
But Eric, my God, you don't let these rot away in the 50-cent bin.
So
you
you do.
rescue these. I rescue these and I give them to someone that doesn't have them.
Mm.
Eric, if you don't have them, I'll save them for you.
I don't have many comics at all. It would be wasted on me, Jim.
Yeah, Jim, give them. I don't have these, Jim.
But you don't let these sit in a 50-cent bin.
Right.
Anytime I see Gru, the classic Marvel era epic from Sergio, 50 cents, I'm grabbing it.
Mm.
Wild Dog, guys, come on. You remember this from the 80s.
Barely.
It's 50
barely.
cents. It's 50 cents. I'm grabbing it. This was the score of the day, Eric. 50
That's awesome.
cents.
That, no
Michael
kidding. There's
Golden.
Michael Golden in there, right? Yep.
All interiors by Michael Golden. This is the black and white
I remember.
edition. This is ridiculous, guys. This
Really
is
awesome.
drawing level that exceeds most mortal men.
Yeah, the title that he's drawing betrays his ability to be able to draw all those things in there.
Right.
Do you guys remember there
Look at
was an X-Men annual that had Wills and Jim and Mark and everybody in it, but then there were 3 pages of Michael Golden, 3 or 4 pages of Michael Golden.
yeah.
People could not figure it out. Like, who the heck drew these? Because he was, at that point, he was, the people who knew, but not like the general public,
Right.
Yes.
So good.
I bought this just for the
Mhm.
cover because it was 50 cents, but this is old, early Sean Phillips. But I mean, just that
Mhm.
cover, that design, incredible.
Is that
Crying
him on the
Freeman,
cover too?
it's him on the cover, or it's him on
Mhm.
interiors.
Wow.
Just great stuff, man. Just inspirational. I'll grab Crying Freeman whenever I see it for 50 cents. These are always super solid. This was a recent discovery of mine. I don't know if you guys know this dude, but Neil Hansen
Mm-mm.
did this series, Heavy Hitters, Untamed,
What
Epic
is that?
Comics.
Oh wow, that's not oldish, but that's certainly not newish, right? Like that's a new Epic Comics logo, right?
Yeah, this is 93.
Okay.
But this dude's drawing abilities are insane. He was
Yeah.
fully going for it in this book.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at those
So
color holds.
he's a recent discovery of mine, but he's no joke.
Yeah. All right.
Look at what's going on here. This is insane.
Yeah.
So, and there's a sequence in here that, I mean, wow. Let me turn the brightness up here.
Well done.
Incredible. So, Untamed. Oh, this is a gift for Sean. This is a gift for Sean, you guys.
What is
Oh.
alley cat?
Sean, I'm running over to you.
Okay.
What is alley cat?
Oh my God, what is this?
Look at that.
Allie
Baguette, the famous Playboy playmate from the late '90s, had her own comic series. You guys,
From Image?
and it made it to issue 6. This is
Yeah.
issue 6.
Respect.
Oh my God. All right, who do we have in here? Written by Bob Napton and Matt Hawkins. Created by Allie, Matt Hawkins, and Greg Aronovitz. Pencils by Bosco.
Just for one name, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, we've definitely got the Michael Turner look going.
Is that who that is? Is that the look?
It's definitely the look. This is definitely a top cow looking book.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you're doing like a sexy pinup chick in the what year was this?
It's got to be 92.
2000.
Oof.
2000. So yeah, this is wow. I mean, look, there's definitely like some Witchblade influence going on in here.
Yeah, that's just a Witchblade knockoff. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
So it's a gift for you, Sean, for being
I
fantastic.
appreciate it. Oh, this is what made Jim buy it. The big ass shot.
What is that shot?
I don't know. I'm still trying to understand it. I don't
Totally
know what's
awkward.
going on?
What's happening?
there?
Oh, those are her heels, man. That are
Yeah.
It
Wow.
looks like stumps. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you don't want to draw like Bosco, take inkpulp instructing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Scott B is saying there was an Alley Cat Savage Dragon crossover.
What?
I don't believe it.
Do you
Scott,
think
can you
Eric-
Scott, can you find that comic and send it to our PO box listed in the description below?
Oh, that would be amazing. Scott, did Eric draw that book? Eric Larson. That would be amazing.
So anyway, Sean. So
Dude,
and then I'll
thank
just
you,
finish.
Jim. I appreciate it. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. You're welcome. I've been looking for all of these, so I found Taboo 5 and 7, published by the amazing Steve Bissett and his Spider Baby Graphics imprint. If you can find these are killer horror anthologies.
That looks.
Oh, it's an anthology. That's great.
Yeah, that he edited and published, and some wild shit in these books. And then Heavy Metal issue 6
From
that I found.
which heavy metal run?
Drew
This is the
Yates.
1977 original run.
Okay.
And then 1991, this one has the first book of all of Bisley's Slain in it. It's crazy. So this is all...
Jeez.
Dude, the entire back of this Alley Cat book is Witchblade ads.
Well, yeah, of course.
By the way, Scott B said he was kidding, and he's sorry.
Oh, damn.
Oh, for real? Okay.
I believed you. See, that's a 420 show. So
What do you got?
stoners.
Dude, look at this.
Every
Look at
time.
this score. Tim Vigil art book, 76
So
to
good.
90. I have to be careful what I show off here because it's all like dicks and...
Well, you
Buttholes.
you had boobs earlier, right?
But there's a couple... I mean, all the drawings in here are next level, but there's some early stuff even that... Like, I thought these were great. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's him in 86 doing his thing. And then this is one of the best covers I've seen in a long time. Look at this Jaime cover.
Yeah.
It's just so
Gorgeous.
great, man. I mean, talk about a drawer. And then there's a really great
Oh, show the picture. Yeah.
interview with Jaime and Gilbert in here. And just look at these photos, man. Look at these studs.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Gilbert and the coolest of all cool.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
mean,
Come on. If you guys watch and don't know Love and Rockets, just jump on board wherever you can and read some of the comics. They're all fantastic.
All right, Justin's got his haul ready to share.
Justin Stewart, you're up next.
Just before we move on as well, we had a question there from Michael T saying, are there any particular comics or artists that you go to for inspiration when working on your own sequential work?
Hi guys.
It changes a lot, but since I've been at gyms, I've spent a lot of time in the Mike Zeck Artist Edition, which I had no idea how amazing that Artist Edition is, and now I can't get it anywhere. But that has been a school of great information.
What about the rest of you guys?
Yeah, it rotates for me always. I always have. For storytelling, I look at a lot of like classic manga, Katsuhiro Otomo, Akira. I look at Bisley for like the attitude and power and ridiculousness that I like to have in my work. I have all of Jack Kirby's library. So I'm always absorbing. That's why I do these 50-cent and dollar dives is I just look at comics almost every night and load my brain with info. And then the next day I go to the table and some of it seems to just kind of spill out on the pages I'm working on. So, and as Sean and Justin can attest, there's comics like all over my place. Like in every corner. They're everywhere.
And it's not messy. I will say this, it's not messy. It's strategic. Yeah. Wherever you sit, there's a stack next to where you would sit ready to be perused.
Yeah.
What about you guys, Justin, Eric?
Oh, go for it, Eric.
No, Justin, go ahead, man. Go.
Oh, well, I was saying, like, I dug for this Dick Tracy book that I got out of the 50-cent bin.
Is that the Chaikin or the Kyle Baker?
This is the Kyle Baker one.
Yeah.
And so, like, talking about guys I love looking at, it's Kyle Baker is one of the guys at the top of the list.
Yeah, Kyle's awesome.
Dude, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you guys out there have not read the graphic novel You Are Here, it's published by Vertigo. It's one of my favorite books of all time.
Yeah. And everything is so cartoony in here, and then you get to the Warren Beatty face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle's brilliant.
What about you, Eric?
Keith Giffen stuff. So, yeah.
I was enjoying the comics, dude. Go ahead.
I was going to let Eric go.
No.
Don't
do it. Continue.
Keith Giffen.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. More.
Wait. Go back to Keith Giffen because Jim and I were talking about this. So, guys, Keith Giffen, I highly recommend it to learn storytelling from looking at Keith Giffen. He kind of broke in the Gaijin guys on what was it, JLA? What book was Giffen on with those guys? JSA, JLA, one of those books. But everything's a 9-panel grid, and he had Adam Hughes working over his layouts. He had Pearson working over his layouts, and I think Brian at one point too. But it was a school. I mean, this is back when comics seemed to care about like training the new guys, and so they'd have Giffen do these 9-panel grid layouts on these books that taught them how to tell a story.
Yeah, man, he was awesome.
So good.
Mr. Miracle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is another Giffen and DeMatteis with art by Mike McCone.
Nice. What is that?
Yeah, The Legend of Mother Sarah.
It's manga.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for finding any cool looking manga, like stuff like this. Ragnarok guy. I thought that cover looked awesome.
Dude, that's a great title.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
And then in the front page, you have this guy.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Guy.
Justin, your daughter Gwen is big into manga and anime as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So you guys can vibe over that stuff. You can connect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah. And I forced Justin to buy this. Eric, do you know this? You know this, right, Eric?
This
the Jorge Safino?
This is a beautiful piece. This is some of my favorite Zafino work.
It's painted, no? Or is it all black and white?
No. So Marvel put out a colored version initially under Epic, right? Was that Epic? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then IDW published, I'd say probably around 2000, a black and white version of this too. But it's a one shot. Chuck Dixon wrote it. It's a horror story. It's a one shot. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he was incredible. He passed away, but his son is in the business.
His son's killing it too.
Yeah, his son's with Inky Knuckles Art Rep.
Yes.
My buddy Cam.
Yeah, this stuff is incredible. Good stuff. Jay Lee, I mean, you can't go wrong. I got this was a rescue. Talking about rescues, Jim. This
Yeah, those are yeah.
Oh shit! Look at that young Jay Lee. That's a good era.
This strike file stuff is incredible.
Oh, fucking.
Yeah, that's Jay Lee. That's Jay Lee doing Bisley and Sinclair.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
amazing.
say.
It's amazing. I love it.
Oh my god, dude. Was he inking himself on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was still the version of him where he was cranking these pages out two at a time or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's 'cause
did
he
a couple
filled-
fill-in issues on Spider-Man, and like the legend was like he was penciling and inking like 5 pages a day.
His style facilitated it, right? Like it's a lot of black, a lot of toothbrush splatter, and
Yeah.
More Jay Lee.
More Jay Lee. Damn.
More Jay Lee. Brass. Did you guys ever read this?
look at that. That's one of Carlos's earlier work.
Oh, that's Carlos.
Mhm.
Oh man. Eric, were you in Wildstorm with Carlos too?
Yep. There's Carlos, Lee, Ollie, Jim.
Do you
team.
know what Carlos is up to these days?
Well, it's been a while since I've run into him. I wouldn't be surprised if he's into video games now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the designs in this are banana nuts. Love
It's
it.
kind of awesome.
And I got this for the Sam Keith cover. I'd never seen it before.
What is
That's
that,
awesome.
dude?
Strike Force America. The interiors are by Scott Clark.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, what do you call it? A Wildstorm alumni? No, Scott Clark.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, I know that name.
There's a lot of Scotts. J.
crazy.
Scott Campbell, Scott Clark, Scott Williams coming out of that. Got confusing at one point.
Yes. Eric, they were like, "Can you change your name to Scott Canetti?"
Yeah. Can you change your name to Eric Scott Canetti?
Right.
Oh, here's a gem.
Yeah, I found this one. Kelly Jones Micronauts.
Yo, really? What does Kelly
by,
Jones draw
Dan
like?
Polanyi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost unrecognizable. It's Kelly Jones.
And I was looking at it when we brought it home, and it starts unrecognizable, but as the story goes, he comes out more and more. Like Kelly Jones comes out more and more throughout this issue.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys think that was by design? Like the first couple, the editors were like extra careful with him, because he drew, it's Kelly Jones being Kelly Jones.
Well,
We should ask
but
him.
was this was before he was Kelly Jones.
Yeah.
It was one panel. Yeah, like towards the end, you can kind of see him coming. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
in the
Oh yeah.
sides right here.
Yeah. I
Oh
see.
yeah. Look at that guy's rib cage. That's so Kelly Jones.
Yeah. Yep. So you can see the Kelly Jones peeking through.
It's a random find, though. It's like a pretty obscure
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Hey, there's somebody in chat that said it sounds like I don't even like comics.
You
What in the heck?
don't like anything, Eric.
Yeah, that's like, don't just say it's about comics. I don't like anything,
Right.
That Kevin Nolan cover kills me to this day.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Incredible. This was another rescue.
Yeah.
Who did the interiors? Is it Blevin still?
It's
or
all Kevin. It's all Kevin on that issue.
interior
Yeah.
on that? I've
Yeah.
never had that issue in my life. I always thought it was Brett Blevins inside.
Do you know how much hate that issue got? Like
look how
the
good
cartoon.
that looks.
So the cartoonist kayfabe guys did an entire episode just about this issue, and it was any artist like us looking at it thinks it's absolutely gorgeous. There was so much hate mail on this issue when it came out
because it wasn't. Oh my gosh! Look how beautiful this is.
It just wasn't what anyone was used to. A bunch of fucking idiots that don't know good art.
Dude, look at this composition on this panel. That is fucking awesome.
Wow, man. I don't know how many times I've seen that double page spread. I can't remember who owned it at one point. Wow, man. This is still Kevin Nolan doing like that soft edge brush that he does whenever he core shadows a face. That looks so good.
Yeah.
Right.
The sandwiching of the panels.
Yeah. It's so economic, but look how much heavy lifting those, what do you call it, were doing. The captions were doing. Like flip one back, Justin.
Yeah.
Look at that top panel. That's just like there's a small novel up there, you know?
Right.
Yes.
Hey, any of you guys ever order anything from the Captain O, like that ad thing in the facing page?
Right,
did you ever earn enough points to get any of that? That was my dream as a kid. And also, look how pretty the operator drawing is at the bottom right. Look how great that drawing is.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. This rekindles my childhood, man.
Yeah, that's
also self-defense. Come on, you guys. 15. I don't even know how much that was.
Kung Fu and Karate.
Wow, look how good looking this is.
Dialogue.
Yeah, right? Why is that not allowed any like can you imagine like as he looked at that script going like, oh fuck, you know, like where does that where's the dialogue gonna go now?
Of this face, the hairline is just like 5 lines.
Yeah. Looks so good. And think about this, okay? Like take away color. Yeah. And like just think about how quote unquote simple this book looks like as far as the actual layouts. It's just so conservative when it comes to like I just need to draw enough information. Because either A, it's going to get covered up by bubbles, or B, I don't have time for it, or both, right?
Right.
Oh, look at the cartooning on that Mirage face. I have never seen this. I am losing my brains right now.
Eric, if I'm ever digging and find it again, I'll just get one for you and send it to you. Because I find doubles of stuff all the time. So this one's worth having. It's a crazy time capsule.
But it's like, holy cow. Those are trademark Kevin Nolan lips and mouth, you know, and the eyebrows too, doing that. Wow, man, this is so good.
Also, you guys, this was the era when you would pencil all the pages and then send them in, and they'd be lettered on the boards.
Oh, is that right?
And sent back to you. So Kevin could ink appropriately around.
Yeah, but did Kevin letter this issue?
You can tell.
Oh, good question.
It's his lettering. You can tell. I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is either.
Is it Tom Orzechowski?
Yeah, Tom Orzechowski.
Yeah, the X line was pretty much exclusively done by that dude. All right, which version is this? Still Butcalo? That was
Gen X.
Yeah.
That one has my first. That one has my first published Marvel shit in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saved this for last. Look at this.
Sure, this is classic Jim Moffat history right here.
This isn't Jim on the interiors, though.
Yeah. You'll see. I remember buying this, just blown away.
Oh yeah, Bacala was transitioning away from death. Actually, near the end of Time of Your Life, he was already doing this, right?
Yes.
That look, and then when he got here, it got ultra simple. Because wasn't it cartoony. Him? Wasn't it Townsend doing inks on him or no?
I believe so. I believe this was Tim.
Yeah, that stubble on Banshee is pretty clear.
Yeah.
The Gen X series opened with Mark Buckingham inking the
Right.
cello, though.
Right.
And
But
it
that
was
a whole-
it was a much more organic look. It was closer to the
Yeah.
death look.
Yeah.
You know.
And then they got super
they were
tight like
trying
this,
to-
you know.
They used Tim to try to bring it closer to like the smash hit Matarera stuff.
Yeah. I mean, proportionally, he was sort of kind of there, you know, like
Yeah.
big manga eyes and
Yeah. It was in there.
big
It was
proportions and
big,
everything.
Yeah. Dude, that's a crazy panel.
Hey, what do you guys think? Colors on this? Garish, not garish?
Let me see. They're it's not so yes, it's garish, but that doesn't bother me. I think the values make it hard to read.
Yeah. Look at those X's for the panel borders. What in the heck? What do those mean?
I
don't know.
Wait,
design
here
choice.
comes. Boom.
Yo. Jim.
A young boy.
You lettered too,
Cooking with Jubilee by Jim Mahfood.
It's her teaching the reader how to make pancakes.
And you lettered these too, I can see.
Oh yeah, penciled, inked, lettered, the whole thing. Wrote it.
How
And that
long
was-
did it take you to do?
I was so hopped up on adrenaline, probably just like a couple days. But this was my intro to Marvel, and then I did the Generation X Underground one shot after this. The full issue that I did in 96, 97. But yeah, it was just a fun era of Marvel being like,
Hey, Cliff Rathbone's in the house. What's up, Cliff? And he's saying that Kevin Nolan story is in the artist edition of Kevin Nolan Marvel Heroes stuff.
Oh, so there you go.
nice.
That must be
worry
cool to
about
see in
Grandpa.
black and white.
Sweet.
I wonder. I haven't dug
Justin,
through that
great
yet.
scores.
Jim,
man,
you
absolutely.
got a question. Whose pancake recipe did you use?
Oh, actually, so the pancake thing, the whole reason for that story is when I was in school here in college, on the weekends, my girlfriend and I, my girlfriend at the time, we would wake up on Saturday and Sunday and get super high and make pancakes for our friends. So we'd invite like Huddleston and all of our crew over, and it was like her family recipe or whatever. But it was just this thing of like, I had recently learned how to make pancakes from scratch. So when my editor at Marvel, Jason Liebig, shout out to Jason.
Oh my God, I remember that name.
When he pitched me on the idea of like, let's get you on your own Gen X book, but let's first introduce you to the readers with a couple little one pagers or whatever. My first story pitch was like, can we do it's Jubilee teaching the reader how to make pancakes? And he was just cool enough at the time to just be like, sure.
Wait, Jim, I've got a very serious question for you.
Yes.
Was this before the Hellboy Jr. Pancakes short story?
Oh shit. I forgot about that.
Because I believe you inspired Mr. Mignola to do a pancake story with your pancake story.
Well, I mean, Mike has taken so much from me over the years. I mean, let's be honest here, guys. Mike is
Shots fired, but yes.
He texts me on a regular basis. He's like, I see you watching these weird horror movies. What should I be watching?
And Jim, I know he keeps asking to come on Inkpulp Live, and it's a bit much, but maybe we should just have him on one day.
We'll get him
he's
on.
so consistently asking.
Yeah, he needs our exposure. He needs
he needs that career bump, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone's fighting down to get on the Inkpulp Live podcast. All right, you guys ready for my haul?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know you bought stuff, Sean.
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Oh, comics, my bad.
No.
What? Get out of here with that.
No.
All right, comics.
You're a bad influence. Boo.
All right, so the first thing I got is this Lobo miniseries, which I didn't remember Cam Kennedy drew, and he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
So you get some dopeness in here.
Do you guys remember that Boba Fett run that he did for Star Wars back in the day?
Yeah,
That had
that's
those
where I
days.
discovered him, and I was just blown away by his fucking work. So yeah, you've got some cool Cam Kennedy shit going on in here.
No, oh wow, that's almost because it's like it's DC-fied, right?
Right. Actually, let's. I hope he inked. Yeah, he inked it, but
Yeah,
there's elements of Cam Kennedy in it
yeah.
that you can see. But this was, like half off. It was like $3 for the miniseries.
Right on.
So I got that. I got JP's last book, Creature of the Night. Got the whole 4-issue prestige book, half off of 18 for $9.
It's so good.
It's a great
Good
story.
deal. Good deal.
So you get all. Look at that, man. Look
Dude,
at that.
what a beast.
Yeah, you just get some great JP Leon stuff going on here. Yeah, beautiful face. So got that. Got Lobo's back. I was just on a Lobo mission. Like Eric, you asked if we were on a mission. I was on a Lobo mission.
Why
I wanted
Lobo?
to get, Bisley mainly and Giffen. Like it was the two. And also I just wanted to reread them because I remember how fun they were.
Yeah.
And I comics just seems to have lost that sensibility. So this is so exaggerated fun. I wanted to kind of dig back in and get a feel for that again. And Infanticide, which was all Keith Giffen, which I loved when this came out because Keith Giffen's art was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
that was
dude,
unreadable to me because my brain was just not tuned into it,
But the very first issue of that, Sean, show a little bit of that up. That's Keith Giffen doing Bisley.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you think?
yeah. I mean, and then by issue 2, 3, and 4, he starts to get into the trencher style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at this is where I really fell in love with Giffen as an artist. Look at this madness.
Because he effectively just took all the heavy drop shadow out of it and
completely. Yeah.
Dude,
it's just line work, dude. It's just
But look at the shape of Lobo here. It's fucking crazy. And he shaved his head. Like he just completely destroyed Lobo, like what we knew of him at the time. So I got that mini series. Dude, this is someone Jim introduced me to a couple years ago who I had no idea about. This guy, Martin Edmund. Emmond. He is like Bisley on crack. I mean,
I worked directly with that guy back in the day, and for
Did
Glenn
you?
Danzig, with Glenn Danzig, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
holy shit, man.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is bonkers awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, but his covers are just blowing my mind. I mean, look at this cartooning.
Yeah.
So good, man.
So good.
They are of an era, aren't they? Like, you can look at that and just see how the DNA goes back to to the British comics of that time,
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
And this is one I had never seen. That I was sitting at Jim's house when I first got here. I was looking through and I found this in the back issue of 50-cent bin.
Who did the interiors?
It's Bisley.
That's the Biz.
I never saw this one shot he did.
That's one of the best Biz single issues, I think. It's so crazy, man. It's Biz versus Santa Claus. It's Lobo versus Santa Claus. It's insane.
Yeah. Or it might as well be Biz versus Santa Claus.
It's Biz versus Santa Claus.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
Lobo
Biz versus Santa Claus.
But dude, look at that fucking Lobo, man. It baffles me how DC sees this and they're like, no, we need to get away from that and
What do you
make
mean?
Lobo like they relaunched Lobo. It was probably 10 years ago now. They made him very clean and very sexy and human looking, and he wasn't like this.
He wasn't that dude.
Metal Brody.
You've got to think of the personnel that are at DC now that are who were effectively the tastemakers back then. Who was it? Was it Karen Berger pulled a ton of people away from from the UK scene and just effectively launched they were the backbone of anything that was Vertigo related, right?
Yeah.
And so when you have that, and then that kind of opened the express train to some of the people that were coming out of the UK, it's not surprising, not just from the writing, but from the art side as well, to be like, who else can we get that would kind of be a fit for us,
Right.
And so that's really freaking cool.
But look, I mean, Bisley walking past a body
Stop
count
saying
of
Bisley, it's Lobo. It's Lobo. Lobo.
Right, Lobo.
Did you buy a back issue of your own book?
I bought the trade because it's out of print and I don't
Gross.
have any, and I like to have these to like for shows and stuff.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I got that. Found an issue of Stray Toasters.
That's cool.
So
That was
it
a
has
rescue.
that. Yeah.
That was like $2. It's like you can't leave that behind. You have to take
Right.
that.
No, for sure.
I mean, but yeah, this is
Damn, how good is that?
dude, look at that.
Do you guys remember seeing Daredevil with him doing it for the first? I lost my mind.
Yeah, me too. The
Oh, yeah.
Kingpin Love and Hate one.
Yeah.
Love and
Yeah.
War.
No, not the Electro one, but the Daredevil one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that was it.
It was Love and
Was
War.
it called Love and War?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Kingpin, Karen, and Daredevil, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. That was classy. And then Justin, I got 2 of Justin's books here.
Right on.
The Lead Leaders and the Vulture's Amulet.
Which is a collection of comics and pinups and stuff that I did that I put out last year.
Is that online, dude?
Yes, it is available as well.
This is on your site, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember this. I remember you sent me this.
Yeah, werewolf story.
Yeah.
That Wes, who is in the chat, is one that he wrote.
Yes. But yeah, that was my haul.
You guys are so inspirational.
We're
You guys are
We're
buying comics and shit. That's
active
so cool.
nerds. We're still excited about digging and discovering. I mean, there's old new treasures to discover. It's pretty crazy.
I'm pretty curious as to what, I mean, I'll never be able to replicate it. I'm just curious, what keeps you guys engaged outside of just saying, oh, I just really love comics, right? What is it that just keeps you coming back to this stuff?
I love finding. I love. Oh, sorry, Jim.
I was probably going to say the same thing. I love being in the store, digging. I find it to be incredibly relaxing thing to engage in. And I can go with friends, or I can just go solo and put in my earbuds, listen to music, and I could be in a shop for hours and just look at the art, covers, design, even if I'm not buying the stuff. I do think that it gives me ideas. It makes me amped about getting home and doing my own comic book stuff. And I also think you're either a comic book person or you're not. It just seems like it's sort of either in your DNA and you respond to it, or you don't. So for me, it's still, I've gone through breaks where years ago, I wasn't buying back issues or digging or whatever. And then in recent years, I just kind of got into the idea of discovering stuff again, making it a fun thing. It's not like a stressful thing for me. I don't care about the condition of books. I don't care about flipping shit or CGC or anything like that. I just want to look at cool art and stuff like that. It's pretty basic.
And for me, it's been good. It's reminding me of how much I loved reading these comics and how fun they were and how inspiring they all were. It all got so serious for me for a while when it was all work. And then the books that were coming out weren't fun. So it's refreshing my memory of where I came from with this, which has been great.
Yeah, that's cool.
But we've also, Eric, we've been having just drawing sessions here in Jim's kitchen table all together, just sketchbook stuff, which I haven't done in a while. Just experimenting and playing. that's been really refreshing too.
Yeah, just bumping music, having fun, and getting loose, talking shit, planning a takeover, and
Jim, is this just for fun, this Godzilla?
yeah, I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's just a guy. I mean, it's kind of Godzilla. Yeah,
All right, so it's not officially Godzilla.
yeah. It's his cousin. It's his cousin Joey.
And he wears giant kaiju dashikis.
Yes. Yeah. This is the 420
Kaijikis.
Godzilla.
What?
There you go.
Kaishikis, exactly.
You guys know
Yo.
of a guy's work by the name of Adam Archer?
Yes, Adam's awesome. Is he here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Adam, what
So-
up, dude?
You said
Yeah.
amazing piece, Jim.
Oh, thanks, man. Adam is awesome. Adam, feel free to pimp your work. I follow your Instagram, but if you want to throw out your social on the chat, and also Dave Croslin, King Gum, I know you're here. If you want to throw out the link to your Substack to promote all the rad stuff that you're doing.
Oh yeah, good call. Good call.
Dave's out there crushing it. He's full-time on Solar Opposites, the animated show, but he's also making comics, books, freelance, illustration, and
We should also, I mean, we should be talking about Arthena. We got Eric Canetti in the house.
We don't
should
have
talk
to.
about Eric.
We should just talk about everything else.
No, we should get people.
Okay, so here's the thing
Eric-
about Adam. I'm going to pivot away from the Arthena talk. So here's the thing about Adam. Like, I had met him way back in the day during my tenure at Wildstorm. Now, here's the unassuming thing about his sort of like rise is that he started off at the front office, basically, I think either answering phones or being a receptionist or both. I think, Adam, forgive me if I'm misrepresenting that. But I can't remember when he made the full transition into becoming an artist, but his craft growth is freaking bonkers. And here's the other thing that I find really charming. I bought his most recent book, and he sent out a thank you note, and it was all typewritten by him to people saying, "Hey, thank you very much for supporting my book." But it was, it was bespoke to each contributor.
Nice.
So that felt really, really good. And I hadn't seen a typewritten anything in forever. So that added a nice layer of charm. And I thought, man, if you did this for everyone, how cool would that be?
that's awesome. That takes effort. That's I respect that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, his style is super unique and really great. I've been following him on Instagram for a while.
Yeah.
But he's somebody, if you guys don't know his work, definitely check it out.
Is he still in chat? Can he leave a link to his
Yeah.
work, his
Jamie,
books, his
can-
products, it's well worth reading. And it just goes to show that, and I don't recall if he ever came to that moment in his body of work, or at least in his sort of path, where he felt like he needed to cater the look of his work to something more mainstream, or at least he's in Wildstorm. There's a look to all of those books,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And if he ever took a moment, sort of like that, moment of like, oh man, is this gonna work? Am I gonna be able to get am I able to get assignments based off of this look? Whatever sort of nervous space that you go into, I'm so glad that he never changed it. Because look at it now,
Right.
man. It's
Right.
freaking
Yeah, he's
amazing.
here. Adam's still here. He said, "Thanks,
Yeah,
guys. Thanks, Eric. You guys always inspire."
Oh man, our pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of it.
And dude, like we say it every episode, but any of you out there that are makers, if you want to post links to your work, Kickstarters, whatever you have to promote, we're here for you to share. So don't be shy. Get your pimpage going,
Speaking
because
of
we want to see
pimpage,
new shit. We want to see new stuff.
Sean, we had a question saying, "Are you auctioning that sketch page?"
No, who's asking that?
Jameson Miller.
Oh, Jay Miller. No, Jay. Sorry, buddy.
What happened?
Jay was asking if I was going to auction off this sketch page.
Oh, dude. Jay is an ongoing supporter of yours and mine, going way back.
Yes. Jay is awesome.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, Jay, you have been an incredible support. Thank you.
Jay, that's got some of Sean's most stone drawings he's ever done on it. So
yeah, I was. There's some of these drawings I was not on this planet.
It's priceless.
Like the drawing of Jim.
Yes. Look at the power, the power of that beard.
This is the more stoned page.
That's so sick.
More stoned as like. You're stoned right now.
No, I'm mildly high now. Here I was on another planet when I did this.
How many mints deep was that, Sean?
How many mints? Oh, dude, the mints are low dosage. I skipped the mints for this guy. Dude, look at this guy. I smoke aluminum.
Yes. Edon is the soundtrack.
But look at Jim's fucking bugged out Homer Simpson.
Dude, that's Twin Peaks Homer Simpson. I just realized. Yeah. That's Homer. That's David Lynch Homer Simpson.
And then this we were talking about Secret Squirrel for some reason. Why were we talking about that?
Because I think it was a sample that was in.
Oh God!
Somebody rapped about it.
Yeah.
Somebody rapped the name Secret Squirrel. I was like, dude, Secret Squirrel is the best.
West Coast Avengers. I got your book right here, dude. He's pimping this in the chat. Many Faces of Jack Kirby. Dave gave this to me at Heroes Con, and you can order this. Dude. And this is awesome. This is a self-published, and it's just some of the best portraits of Kirby's work. Just big old profile portrait shots from various splash pages.
Whoa.
I love the fold pages. That's so good.
And is it just like scans of those big faces?
Yeah, from the original comics, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That Thor is fucking nuts.
Where is this available? I want it.
Dave,
so
they photographed the books, he said. And then where can people get it, Dave? Do you still have more?
Tell me you have more.
Dude, look at that. look at this. Look, this is psychotic.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
Is that actually Thundar?
I mean, everybody looks like Thundar.
That's true. That's true.
These are some classics.
Holy shit! Look at that Doom. Wait a minute, Doom's high. Doom's high.
Doom is high, dude. Look.
Was that still the version where Kirby was trying to draw him sort of like Man in the Iron Mask, Quasimodo kind of look to it? Because he stopped doing that eventually.
Kind of. I mean, it looks like classic Doom, but
West Coast.
But like he was still adding.
Here. People want to buy it.
He was still
look at this psychotic.
That's absurd.
Whoa! Call her Crystal.
Eric, come over to my strange couch that I'm sitting on, or whatever.
So she left those voicemails on the Edon record.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, look at this shading.
Look at that core shadowing that he's just putting on. You know what? Do you believe that he did that hair on Johnny Storm right there? Or do you think Marvel went in there and had somebody change it?
I think that might be Jack, just because this era of him is like...
Yeah, but
they're just letting him be Jack. I don't know. And this is from 2001.
Oh, Space Odyssey, yeah.
This is just killer stuff, man. And this man never took psychedelics.
That you know of.
Look at that. That is
Whoa.
great.
Yeah, that's so good.
Dude, so many people are asking for this link to buy this book right now.
Oh, and Sean, before I forget, speaking of Kirby, you guys on Wednesday, August 28th, we're doing a all Jack Kirby themed show.
It's
So-
and why that date, Jim?
Oh, it's Kirby's birthday.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
no grade projects out of Tacoma, Washington. WestCoastDaveengers.com. I'm not sure if that's. Oh, Dave just emailed you the link, Jamie.
Okay, I'll check right now.
But
Oh,
I mean,
great.
this is a great book. This is so awesome.
So good. So good. I love the fact that there's like, it's clear that it was photographed, you know, like
It looks so good.
Dude, what
so
is
classy. Look at that. Look at that block. Look, don't move from this page, Jim. At the bottom of the left-hand page where you just kind of put the blobs of ink that represents the wrinkles on that guy's tunic.
Yeah.
It's so simple. How good is that crap, man?
It's just blobs. You're right.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
But it totally conveys the form. It's
Yeah, man. Yeah.
look at this, you guys.
Yo.
Oh, look, and he said they're donating a portion of sales to the Kirby Museum too.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Guys,
That's
look,
awesome, man.
Here's the link. The link is up there now. Let's go support this.
Yeah. Is this when you put links on? Why are we on StreamYard?
As opposed to
It was so
because
I can control who's full screen and who's not.
yeah, when you're do it the Riverside, Eric,
Yeah.
you can't like go full like we're full screen with Jim right now.
Yeah.
If we were on Riverside, you couldn't do that.
No, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
can't
a
manually
flaw.
select.
Jamie emailed them and everything. They're like, "Oh, everyone's asking us to do that, but we don't have that function right now."
Okay.
So
So-
I had to buy a year to StreamYard, and I'm
Oh,
guessing by the
man.
time the year is up, Riverside will have it.
Okay. They're very good about it, you know?
Yeah,
If there's enough call for it.
yeah.
Hey,
So
can I
think
can I
something-
share with you guys the last two? I'm releasing Arthena 5 and 6 simultaneously,
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
but
You
the
got some
last-
stuff we can look at.
Yeah. Let me share with you the last two colors. By the way, it's just totally. This is totally going to be like spoilery stuff. So here you go.
What-
Can tell me
whatever
if you
you're-
see this.
Whatever you're comfortable with sharing.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Holy damn.
good lord, dude.
Dude, I am so fucking.
This is
Look
mad.
how
That
look how
looks so
good Giuliano is.
Yeah, those colors are sick.
And he's telling me, Eric, I feel so bad. I've been sick the past few months and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, dude. And so
Oh,
my
damn,
expectation in my head was like, can we, I wonder what these pages are going to end up looking like. And he turns in these, look at this fucking kid.
Wow.
Well, let's not take away from the beautiful art as well.
Yeah, that looks
No,
amazing.
let's leave that part alone. But like, look at this guy.
I mean, the colors are absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, dude. Like it just feels so
yeah.
freaking appropriate.
That's a great page, dude, with the close up in the middle and then the
God, dude,
far back shot to end. That's great.
so good.
And Eric,
God damn.
Arthena?
Say again?
Where can people get Arthena?
Oh, yeah. You can go to iconiccomics.com and look for it there. They're the ones, my exclusive distributor for this series. They're part of the imprint.
Yeah, Jamie, will you put that link in the
Yeah,
comments,
okay.
guys? If you have not purchased, what is available now? 1 through 3, Eric, or 1 through 4?
1 through 4. Yeah.
All right. If you guys have not purchased these, please, I can't recommend this book enough.
Dude, that's beautiful. Holy shit. What the hell?
God, dude,
Damn. Okay.
this is really one of the best comics being made right now. You guys go get this shit.
I just want us to
Wow.
marvel at his freaking. I just want us to marvel at his colors because I was looking at this through my phone at 2:00 in the morning, going like, I think I'm sleepy, but these are freaking amazing.
This will wake you up. This is like a caffeine
Guys,
shot.
the link is in comments right now. Go to Iconic Comics, buy this shit.
Yeah, this is beautiful stuff, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm stopping at all of them because again, I was just looking at them through my
Oh
phone.
yeah, no, dude, this
Man,
is
that
so
green and
cool
that
to look
blue.
at.
Wow.
And there are times when he's asking me like, "Hey, can you give me feedback?" I'm like, "No, it's good to go." And he told me once, like, "I think you're just being nice," you know. I'm like,
Oh, this is
I
great.
don't think you know me all that well.
Dude, I don't envy you having to draw these. These character designs are like you're drawing them over and over again. Some of these are
We
complicated.
designed them. It's his fault.
No, I know. I know. I'm just like, damn, dude.
Set myself up for it, you know.
Dude, my hope is you get a call later today from the Iconic guys like, what happened? We've got all these orders coming in.
I'm like, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Holy Moses, this kid.
Yeah, guys, this is creator-owned comics right now.
This is dope right here, dude.
This
is crazy.
You don't need these big publishers.
That guy, these are awesome characters, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of this stuff, dude. This is...
I think I may... Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's just double page spread after double page spread. It's fucking
It was
great.
supposed to be the
you
all
are
splash page.
exploiting. This is. There's got to be labor protection laws again. The amount of work you're having him do.
Yeah, but I really thought I would kill him with this issue, and he was like, "No, I love doing this shit, man."
Yeah, who wouldn't? I mean,
Jeez Louise.
Man.
A,
I
they
love
get
this
to color
guy.
you. B, it's exciting, fun stuff.
I think that would be a deterrent, you know. Yeah. He gets to
Where
color
does this
you.
kid live? He's European?
Brazil. Yeah.
Brazil.
Oh, okay, Brazil. Okay. Yeah, dude, this is a lot of effort. This is a lot of work.
Look how fun that looks.
That's beautiful.
Let's have
You got to
fun
be
together.
super pumped
Damn.
about this, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for him because, like, I remember when we first. I'm gonna stop sharing now. When we first started working with each other, you know, he told, as good as his work was, he told me that nobody would look in his direction. You know, nobody. He couldn't get hired anywhere. I was like, "You're
Really?
kidding." Yeah, it's just so like he was trying out everybody's style, you know, like he was saying, oh, for this particular book over anywhere in the big two, he would try out X style for that. And it's smart, right? To get employment, you want to see what's going on in the context of those people's or the context of those people's books and go like, I can do that, right?
Mhm.
But like for whatever reason, I can't even begin to think about what those reasons are, but for whatever reasons, he just couldn't get any traction over there. And
Wow.
so when we first started, he asked me, how do you want me to color this? And I said, well, how do you want to color it? You know?
Yeah.
And
Right.
he goes, I have no idea. And I said, I gave him a general look, right? And so I said, like, hey, remember he's fairly young. And I said, so remember when Image first started and it was like a big thing for like Wildcats and what do you call it? And Cyberforce. And it's like, yeah. So he went and found a couple of those issues and did exactly that. And I said, no, not that. Don't do that. I'm saying the feeling of that. And so he's like, oof, he still didn't get it because it wasn't enough sort of like, you know what I mean? When you're new, you kind of want as much guardrails as possible.
Yeah.
And I just said, don't worry about that. It's easy enough for us to like pivot if you make mistakes or something that quote unquote I'm not happy with.
Oh yeah.
And he just turned all of those off and just went to work. And the first couple of pages, I was like, you get it. You're having fun. Are you having fun? And he goes, yeah, I'm having so much fun, but he's nervous because he's never had to do it without those guardrails before.
Yeah.
And I said, like, yeah, but if you're having fun, then it shows up on the page. What do I care about the guardrails? What do you care?
Yeah, because if you're working with just an individual artist like yourself, there aren't guardrails. It's just you and him communicating.
Yeah. We're just talking. Like, I think the most I'd ever given him was just like to say, hey, you're coloring these guys in a red room. Can you add red onto the main figures, you know, just so they inhabit the space? And as soon as he started, you know, incorporating that into his repertoire, it became so much easier. The majority of our conversations never really even weren't even talking about palette. We were talking about emotion. Like, how do you want this thing to feel he read the script and he's like, oh, I get it, but what version of that do you want to land? And so when you let a guy think for himself, especially somebody who actually wants to be a contributor, as opposed to just wanting to be like a freelancer, right?
Yes.
I think you get the very best out of them. They really want to bring their sort of like, not their, like, they bring a thinking brain as opposed to a deadline brain.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Which is the way the way it should be. Yeah, that's the better one.
You want to leverage that because it's like, I reached out to you because I want you to sort of like be a collaborator, not a pair of hands. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, when we started working together, your first rule was just make it look cool.
Yeah.
Right. And that was so
Yeah, I never had like specific color notes other than, well, this character is these colors, like their shirt is this color. But other than that, how you want to light this scene or whatever you're doing, like that's kind of just up to you, Justin. Like that's like we developed a trust and worked long enough together that it's a shorthand where I'm just kind of like, well, just go nuts on this one, man. Or you know, in that Girl Scouts book I showed, Magic Socks, it's like there's that flashback scene where it takes place in the Old West, and I specifically was like, these pages are just gray tones to show the time difference, you know.
Right.
But that's just a storytelling decision. That's like,
right. I was going to say.
And so Justin's like, well, of course, yeah, that makes complete sense. Let's do it that way, you know.
But it was never about you sort of like being prescriptive, right? It was like, it's kind of this because for the sake of narrative, but outside of that, it's on you, you know?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, and Jim gave me the freedom to play around and try things and sort of goof off with it in ways that I don't think a lot of people would. And that gave us a better, I guess, dialogue between the two of us as far as what the final art was going to look like.
But then also, Justin, as a collaborator, didn't it just make it feel like, you know, there was like an inherent level of trust there? And as a creative person, didn't it just feel good to know that somebody that you're collaborating with like trusts you? You know, that's huge, man. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And it made me try that much harder and and do the best absolute job that I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's exciting too to not know what you're going to get and then just open up those files after you've sent stuff. And sometimes it's not what I was expecting at all, but I like that surprise part of it where I'm like, oh shit, I didn't think of it being done that way, but okay, let me sit with this and marinate with it for a minute and process it. And then it's usually like an hour or whatever. And I go back to it and look at it again. And then it's like, okay, this is great. I really like this, you know?
Yeah.
But I also like that unexpected thing you get sometimes with a collaborator of not knowing what was going to happen and being pleasantly thrown off and surprised in the best way.
For sure.
It's pretty sweet.
We had a message from Corin Kaiser Stone saying, Eric, I still have some sequential stuff of Spidey that I have yet to colour from like 2009.
Oh, wow. Right on, man.
Corin, what's up, Corin?
Dude, don't waste your time coloring my stuff. Color your own stuff. You're a freaking rock star. Do your own thing.
You are a rock star.
Sean, did you have a say in any of the Marvel or DC work you did with coloring or no?
Oh yeah, I was kind of annoying. I was every job I got, it was like the first question was like, what's the schedule? And the second question is, can I get this colorist on board? I was not going to let them, you know, just pick someone. I never trusted them that much. So, I mean, there were times where there were times where I'd ask someone like, oh, they're not in budget, but what about this person? Or we'd go back and forth. But they always were working to help me find someone I was happy with.
Okay. And then with Mother Panic, I'm assuming like did Tommy art direct all that and choose the right color?
No, they let me, since Tommy was coloring himself and JP, I think Hollingsworth always colors JP. I don't remember, but I had been working with Jean-Francois, who colors Scotty.
Oh, yeah.
I had been working with him a little bit and really liked working with him. So I asked if he could color it, and they were totally on board with that.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's the worst is not having the control, because like when I was so young and naive, man, when I did in like 2000 when I did the one issue of Ultimate Marvel Team Up with Bendis where it's Spidey and the Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
I photocopied every page of the book and did all my own color guide for every page, color roughs, and it's like Peter Parker's shirt is blue in this scene. And then the book came out and they completely ignored all of my color guides. They were just like, fuck this. They gave it wasn't even credited to an individual colorist. It was credited to like, graphic studio number 52. And so it just means Marvel had on staff like an army of Photoshop colorists.
Right.
And I'm sure they took my color guides and used them as like toilet paper or whatever. No one gave a shit about what I wanted, but that's the assembly line of the monthly style.
Yeah, for sure.
We had a comment here from Forerunner Films saying Kentucky Kaiju is a fantastic book. Can't wait to see the extended edition. Snag myself a copy on the Kickstarter.
All right.
Thank you. Hell yeah.
Thank you, man.
Nice.
Thank
cool.
you.
We also have Punker Mike in the chat.
Hey,
Punker Mike.
Oh, Jim, let's talk about your show. Go ahead.
Speaking of Punker Mike, can I get you guys look at that right there? Custom VHS props made.
That's so cool.
By our homeboy, the brilliant Punker Mike, to promote Trash Movie Bonanza YouTube show. Individually handmade with the VHS inside.
What's on the VHS?
Well, nothing, just because it's a prop, but
Damn it.
Mike actually can figure out how to transfer the shows onto tape at some point. But it's got the stickers on it and everything. My art.
So cool.
Look at that. That's so great.
So cool.
So thank you, Punker Mike. And guys, check out Trash Movie Bonanza on YouTube. Me and Chris Pierce, Chris from the legendary Comic Tropes YouTube show, and Chris does a live stream on Mondays called The Weekly Spinner Rack on YouTube, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Let's roll a trailer for the show. So if you guys aren't watching, I highly recommend this one for sure. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's hilarious. My favorite moment, though, is when that Native American gangster does the slow-mo jump off of the second or third story with a crate, smashes a crate over Show's head from like 3 stories up, doesn't even faze the guy.
Right. But this is so awesome, man, because it is, again, it's showcasing Sho Kazuki. And in this scene, he's just this completely unstoppable badass. They beat the shit out of him. He beats the shit out of them. They jump in their van to escape with his dolls. He chases down the van. He flips and lands on top of the van's roof. He smashes through the windshield. There's a fight in the van. There's a fight back on the street.
He gets dragged by or Cho like gets thrown out the back of the van, and he's like hanging on like Indiana Jones style. The only thing is he's getting dragged dick down on the street at like 30 miles an hour. And I was like, good Lord, this guy's tough.
Yeah.
Trash Movie Bonanza.
There you go. Yeah, guys, we are filling YouTube with amazing content, and that show is definitely awesome. So if you're not watching it, watch it.
Jamie, while the camera's on, can I do a very quick pimpage of.
Oh yes,
shit.
yes.
So, guys, we're getting official on my Kickstarter book. Defective Comics presents Savage Street Vigilante, official superhero parody book, 48-page one-shot. We're aiming for October 1st as the official launch date of the Kickstarter. As of August 1st, I'm really going to start announcing it and promoting it for the 2 months leading up to the campaign. This is the cover image I recently finished. Justin's been here in town and helping me coordinate the design, the logos, all the info on that. So that's the badass front cover we got going. And then I just thought it'd be fun. I'm doing teasers on the show of stuff with the book. And guys, just to let you know, I also have an email newsletter. You can subscribe to it through my website, jimbafood.com. But my email newsletter goes out like once every 2 weeks. And on the newsletter, I'm also doing like straight up sneak peek previews of the book that I'm not really doing anywhere else. So this is the dramatic lead up to October 1st launch. But this is a page from the book about a case of like mistaken identity with the hero. So we have like serial vampire man. These are not copyright infringements. These are
legally distinct serial man.
And Lurid Tales, issue 375. A Japanese misinterpretation of the street vigilante. So, and this is kind of a thing I do with the newsletter too. Is I've been showing a little bit of process stuff because this will seem a little insane, but some of these pages I'll actually draw like 2 or 3 times over. So, this was originally designed as like more of just a straight up vampire character guy, and I didn't like that or this bat thing over here, so I redrew that on a light table as this, and I still wasn't feeling him, and the lizard guy over here was a little wonky. So again, 3rd time's a charm. Boom, change this to the cereal dude, tweak that lizard design just a little bit, it's a little looser. It's a little more fun. And then I get my final page. But the reason for this level of insanity is I want every single page of the original art to look perfect and beautiful. So no paste ups, no photocopies. I really want the originals to look like something special. So that's where I'm at with Savage Street Vigilante.
Looks so good.
Thanks. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing.
So Justin and Sean have seen the first 32 pages of the book since they've been here.
Yeah,
and getting their reaction in real time was very exciting for me. Like,
yeah, it's insane. It's
hearing a couple moments of like, what the fuck? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. Yeah.
Hey, Marvin said, absolutely love the commitment to the craft, Jim.
Oh, thank you, man.
Hell yeah. All right, so Jim, we're on the 2-hour mark, so we should probably wind it down. And
yeah, are you guys cool with
This was
Can we
fun.
hang
That's
a
great.
little bit? Are we?
Oh yeah. No. I'm just letting you know where. Did we have to meet people in 10 minutes?
No, we're meeting at like 7:30.
Oh,
So,
okay. I
like,
thought it was 6:30. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can hang. We can definitely hang.
I just want to look at. I have a list of notes that I
Dude,
made.
Eric,
that I
that
wanna-
Doom is sick.
What's happening?
That Doom is so cool looking.
Yeah, that looks great.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not center camera. There you go.
There it is. Whoa.
That's nuts.
Dude, someone called my Lobo Zappa Lobo.
Yes. Let's see it again real quick. Yeah, totally.
Zappa Lobo.
Yeah.
Best Iceman you've ever drawn, Sean.
Damn it! I thought it was recognizable as Colossus. I fucked up again. This is a joke Eric and I have been doing. It's over 10 years now, Eric. We'll sit at a con. We'll be working on a commission. I'm doing the Hulk, and Eric leans over. He's like, "That's the best Cyclops I've ever seen."
Yes.
At one point, it was sincere. Like I didn't know who he was drawing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that character is that you're doing. Because I mean, to be fair, it was obscure to begin with. It was some off character, and I said, "Hey, man, great looking." Whatever it was that I said back then, and I just kind of carried on the tradition.
All these characters blend together in a way. It's
There was a point though, and I don't know if you guys believe in this, but I remember picking up Secret Wars for the first time as a kid. That was actually my entry drug into like Marvel comics. I kind of grew up a DC kid. You know, that's all my cousins had by way of comic books. And so I can't remember. I think I traded away for back in elementary school in the Philippines. I traded some guy for some off numbered Secret Wars issue. And I saw all of those heroes gathered together. And it was the first time that I had seen, because like, this is genuinely unfair. But when I was reading DC books, they were kind of like defined by the logos on their chest. You know what I mean? With a little bit of theming, right? Like, Batman would have a bat symbol, but he'd like have bat ears. You know, Wonder Woman would have like, you know, W on her chest and some stars on her like underwear or whatever. But it was the first time that I had seen in Marvel Comics where I would read the name of the person or of the hero, and I would like, wow, that looks exactly like that name. You know?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think I remember seeing Cyclops for the first time, and I'm like, what is that guy? And so I said, hey, and I said it to my cousin. I'm like, can you? I didn't know how to pronounce Cyclops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Cyclops. It's meant to be like this, you know, one-eyed creature from like, is it Greek? Is it Greek mythology?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that makes total sense because he's only got like the one eye, you know? And I was hooked. So to me, distinct design that represents the character well. Like Flash is like a guy with a lightning bolt on his chest with like lightning trim on his gloves, you know?
Yes. Yeah,
that was
completely.
so like that was so easy for a kid to understand, but then your tastes start to become like more sophisticated, and you want all this theming from your designs, from your costumes. And I think Marvel in one era did that better.
Yeah, I can totally see that, man.
That's controversial.
That's a good point, though. No, because it's like Spider-Man definitely looks like a Spider-Man. It's
yeah, he doesn't look like a spider, but he looks like a Spider-Man. You know.
Yeah, Wolverine looks like a Wolverine man. You know?
Right.
Jim, we had a question from Peppy Pop asking which pen you're using.
Well, this one's the Pilot Parallel, and then before that, I was just using a Sharpie gel like ballpoint for the smaller detail. But you can get these anywhere. You know. And then, you know, Sean and I, we usually champion these on most of the shows, the calligraphy style. It can give you like a line like that thick, and then you can put it on its side and go that thin. So it's a very diverse tool.
And to be fair, like when I saw that, it made me think of Ashley Wood, right? So I thought like, ooh, I can finally get that Ashley Wood look to my line, you know? It's difficult to control, at least for me. But here's the thing: I don't think it's meant to be controlled in such a way. Like maybe for actual calligraphy, but the way you guys do it, it's like, oh, it's chaotic, you know?
Yeah. It's like the whole point is I want that unpredictable line with it. I want the kind of shaky, broken, unhinged look to it.
Yeah,
you know?
it'll blob on you in a way that, again, it's probably got a lot to do with the fact that I didn't get a chance to like practice with it much. But it's, for me, tools are often like a first impression kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whoa, there's just no way. I'd have to dedicate so much time to understanding how this thing reacts, right?
Yeah, dude, it took me like a year to figure it out because I was
Yeah.
determined to figure it out
Yeah.
because I loved the look and feel of it. And I worked relentlessly with it in a sketchbook. And, you know, we got an Eric
how dare
Charlie
you.
Brown drawing.
How dare you be so accurate?
Hell yeah. Sean, are you a racist? What are you doing? This is our Sunday non-racist show, Sean. We're on good behavior. Come on.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Your Monday
Sometimes
full-on racist show, though. You guys, if you guys want that,
It's gonna be wild.
Sometimes I can't hide my racism, Jim.
It's gonna be wild. Yeah, the Monday show is just us pissed and angry that it's Monday and in a
Yeah.
bad mood. But Sunday's been awesome. And Jamie, thank you for being with us today on your
Yes, everyone
Day
should
off.
be.
Thank you guys for having me. Always a pleasure.
you guys took him away from church like you always do.
I know.
It's really obnoxious.
That was one of the like requirements of me getting the job. Was like you can't go to church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to stray far from God.
We're like, you have to be available for streams at literally any time, Jamie. Like if we call you at 4 a.m. your time, you're gonna have to like
I
jump on
sleep
that
in this chair,
stream.
so I'm ready.
Yeah. Because last show, I think we had you up till like 1:30 in the morning.
Oh,
3
holy shit!
a.m.
He's not kidding,
3
right?
a.m.
Did they really keep you on this? Forgive me, this is my first time here on this show. That until that early in the morning.
They did, Eric. 3 a.m. I was up to a soldier for the art, for the craft.
Wait, was it really 3 a.m., Jamie? It wasn't 3 a.m., was it?
Yeah, I think it's like we start at 12. We go for 2 hours usually.
Oh,
By the time
jeez.
we get off and I get to bed like 3 a.m.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Oh, now I feel really guilty.
See you guys.
At the end of the show,
It's a
Sean
pleasure.
and I are so excited about the show that we're talking and gabbing after the show's over. Like,
Yeah.
we're the best artists out there. We're doing our thing. And Jamie's like, cool, I'm turning off my camera and going to bed. I'll see you guys. We're just like, let's talk for the next 40 minutes about our plans for the future.
All right, kids. Let me excuse myself. Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks for coming on, Eric.
Yeah,
Eric, thank you so
It
much.
was
man.
last.
everybody for
Thank you so
showing up.
much.
Pleasure
Dude,
to
good hanging out with you,
everybody.
man. Great hanging out
Yeah,
with you.
definitely.
We'll talk
Yes.
more soon later. Yeah.
All right,
For
sounds
sure,
good,
man.
bro.
Stuart, try not to stick
We'll
around
meet
too
you,
much.
man.
These guys are a bad influence. Jamie, you're a lifesaver.
Good to see you, Eric.
We'll talk later. Bye.
Speak to you later.
Thanks, buddy. Hell yeah.
Dude, that was awesome. His book is so gorgeous.
Dude,
So
Arthena, everybody get on it. Good lord.
Insane.
I felt a little weird showing stuff from my book after Eric showed stuff. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, try working on commissions next to him at a fucking convention.
Yeah, I mean, there's some bad motherfuckers out there, man. I mean, it's I'm glad that we're friends with everyone because it's like
yeah,
I take the inspiration from it for sure.
definitely. Oh, for sure.
I resent you guys acting like you are not bad motherfuckers.
Jamie took it personally.
Look at this shit. Dude. Look at what's on screen right now.
I know Jim's making madness right
I have no idea what's going on here. Wow, I just had an idea. I'm doing these Godzilla covers for IDW for Tom Scioli's new Godzilla Monsterpiece Theater. I'm wondering if I could just scan this and send it to him and be like, "Is this a cover?"
Definitely.
You should.
Definitely.
You should.
It's
All
pretty
they can
off
say is
model.
no.
It's kind of off model though,
It's
but
Godzilla, dude. He lives off model.
well, it's funny, man, because like the book I'm doing for Tom, Toho in Japan has to approve everything, and they're very specific about it being like it's like the '60s Godzilla in this book. And so I did a sketch, and they sent me these notes, and it was funny because they're like, this looks pretty good, but be careful of Godzilla's body. He's not like a chunky boy. Like you have him here. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but that's so cute in Japanese that you said chunky boy. Like I don't know, but sure.
That's so funny.
Whatever. But starting in October, guys, Tom's new Godzilla book. It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Very
nice.
Looking sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Justin's
man.
Looks so
Just
good.
Justin's drawing buildings and backgrounds and
I know.
Well, I was figured I would draw a kaiju just since we're talking Kentucky kaiju. I'm drawing another guy.
Yeah. Thank you all for supporting
Yes.
the book. That's great to see.
thank you for the super chats for today.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Oh, and Sean, we can announce some future dates while I have my calendar, if that's cool.
Yeah, go for it, definitely. Yeah, guys, Jim and I have scheduled the show through November, so we can give you the dates now.
Let's see. We got August 14th. They'll always be on a Wednesday. So Wednesday the 14th is the Akira show. August 28th is the big Jack Kirby birthday show. September 4th. And then we're doing the week after that, September 11th as well, because Sean will be in Italy on the 18th. And on the 25th, we're not available.
Yeah, I'm coming back from Italy that day.
Wednesday, October 2nd is a show.
Yeah.
And big one, Wednesday the 30th, big ass Halloween horror show, obviously.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
We're going to be doing Pumpkinhead versus Leprechaun pieces, you guys. Pumpkinhead versus Leprechaun.
So many terror vacations.
Oh, Lord, we got to talk about...
Okay.
So last night I forced Justin and Sean to watch the classic horror movie Witchboard, starring the lovely and gorgeous Tawny Katane.
Right. But we got to talk about the other one we watched before the Tawny Katane movie. I think it was an Italian movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't even know the name of that. That was just a softcore porno. That was just softcore porn.
Yeah. That was so ridiculous.
It was on Shudder. Yeah, I was just like, I'll just play this while we're hanging out, doing sketchbook stuff, whatever. And then it was suddenly three guys watching porno together. It was very strange.
Very uncomfortable.
And then that turned into, let's actually sit and watch Witchboard, which is a fun, cheesy Ouija board possession movie. And then we accidentally stumbled upon
The Gem.
What was the name of it, Justin?
Yeah. Vacation in Hell.
Vacation of Terror 2.
Vacation of Terror 2.
Yeah.
A Spanish flick that is wow. It's trash movie bonanza level. Like, I'm gonna probably recommend it to Chris. It's really bizarre, fun, crazy shit in it. The Mexican Green Goblin shows up in the movie.
Yeah, guys.
It's basically a Green Goblin movie, right?
It's a Green Goblin solo movie.
He literally is throwing pumpkin bombs at people.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
That is the best pitch I've heard for it.
It's better than any Green Goblin solo movie that Sony could make. That's for sure.
Let me just Pippy Pop. I'm not friendly with Carl. I believe I met him once years and years ago. I know his work and like his work.
Which Carl?
Carl Kapinski. He's a sculptor, or at least when I met him, I believe that's what he was doing. He's very good. Like
cool.
Randy Bowen level, awesome.
Oh yeah.
We also had a comment from Wildly Yak saying trash movie Bonanza is the best. Brings back memories of working at a local video store, non-blockbuster.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you for the comments, you guys, and for being in the chat with us today. We're obviously none of us were able to make it to San Diego, so this is our con weekend hangout. But we will be at Dragon Con.
When is Dragon Con?
That's like in a month, John, right? That's like almost
Yeah,
exactly
dude,
a month
it's
away.
literally 4 weeks from when I get home. Yeah,
Wow.
It's the very end of August.
Yes, so August leading into September.
September, yeah. I got to get home and lock down and get busy.
Jameson Miller says Kopinski is associated with Superani. He's an illustration and painting wizard.
Oh, okay, he's in that studio.
Yes.
Okay. That's the Master Kim Jong's studio.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'm thinking of.
Did I pronounce that correctly? Superani, or is it Superani?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, those guys were at San Diego for sure.
Look, for some reason, everyone's looking right at a 3/4 angle.
You're like, this is my most comfortable angle. Not gonna.
Dude, is this not the best drawing of Eric ever done?
It's incredible.
I got a rock.
Yeah. Dude, Sean, get that made into a T-shirt and send it to Eric for Christmas.
Oh my god, we should totally do Eric.
And Sean, just to drive home the racist part of it, it's printed on a brown shirt.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's printed on it's just black line work on a brown shirt.
Well, in the theme of the podcast, because Eric has been mistaken for a black guy before, it should be Eric as Charlie Brown being like, but I'm not black.
Right.
I don't know if mistaken is the right word, Sean, or just Matteo calling him a black guy.
Wait, do Italians not know how to differentiate Filipino from black?
That's what Matteo said, wasn't it? His friend said to him, like, I like that show with Sean and the black guy, or something like that.
Oh my god.
Well, also, but in Eric's defense, his mom was watching the show. And she's like, who are those two old guys you're with?
Hey, just because Filipino people don't age.
Michael T, I hear you, and it's definitely on the list of things to do. So when Eric lost his job and needed to stay away from the podcast so he could focus on job hunting, Matteo and I did a whole bit where I got Jamie, I got the original sticker from the Have You Seen Him Animal Chin videos.
Oh yes, yeah.
And Jamie put Eric's face.
Wait, I have it here. I'll show it. Wait, give me 2 seconds.
Please show it. So now we're like, oh my god, we have to make stickers of this.
Here we go. Wait.
That's a deep cut, dude. Doing the animal chin. That's a deep 80s. That's an 80s
I had to
cut.
explain it. I had to explain it to Matteo because he had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh yeah,
There's gonna be 5 people
This is
who get this. That's so good. Jamie, will you email me that? I just have to make
That is amazing. Oh my god.
That's some of my finest Photoshop work right there.
I'll put the inkpulp podcast logo underneath it, and that is a sticker giveaway for sure.
Dude, wow. Because that's my era of skating, man. That's like 86, 87.
Dude, that was my video. We watched Animal Chin every day, then we go out and try to replicate the tricks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
And Future Primitive.
Oh, for sure. Future Primitive. Wow.
Yeah, that was shit back then, man.
Guys, I am running out of room for detail on this thing, but maybe we'll wrap up sooner than later?
Yeah. I'm tapped.
I'm good.
I'm tapped.
Oh, Jacoby Warlick. Jim, that looks insane. I went to the same art school as you, and I'm buds with Baltimore. Let's draw when I come to KC. Yeah, man, hit me up. Baltimore Rivas, shout out to him. We're actually going to meet him in a half an hour. Him, Buster Moody, and Kyle Strom for a big homie hangout dinner.
Somebody called Animal Eric. The search for Animal Eric. Yeah, Pippy Pop. That last ramp on Animal Chin was madness. They built a ramp for a video. That was the first time that had been done. That was madness.
I just want to quickly say that what Justin's showing right now is Kentucky Kaiju, and the link is pinned for the Kickstarter if you want to support it.
Yes, we got 1 week left on the Kickstarter, y'all. So
yeah, guys, please. It's pinned in the comments. Please go get yourself a copy and support Justin. He's not far away from the goal, so I mean, look, this is the community here. We got to help each other. Let's get Justin to that goal and get yourself a dope book in your hands.
Yeah,
this is the preview copy, right, Justin?
Yeah, this is the preview copy. And this will be the exact same size that you'll get on the Kickstarter. So full 8.5 by 11.
I was just gonna say it's oversized, bigger than comic book size, like nice.
Yeah.
8.5 by 11.
So all the art is pretty much at 1-to-1 scale.
That's awesome, man. We've got giant grasshoppers. What else do you want? Come on.
Here's a fake Radio Shack ad that we did.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. And Justin, you designed all the ads, right?
Yes, I designed all the ads, and all the art on this page is me. So,
dude, that's awesome, man.
Thanks. We have a newspaper ad about
cool.
People going after
That's
kaiju babies.
Dave Carlson's giving you some props right now.
Yay! Thanks, Dave.
All right, so the Kickstarter is at $4,085. The goal at $7,000. So we have a week left to get 3,000 in there. So let's get supporting people.
Make some shit happen.
Yeah.
Quotes on the back by a kid named Sean Crystal and a kid named Jim. So
yeah, some cool guys gave me some cool quotes.
I think my quote's going to be on the next one, so just look out for that.
There you go.
That's what's up.
There you go. Awesome, guys. And if you want Ballpoint Slayer, available on my website, links below. Subscribe to my newsletter, like I said, to get updates on Defective Comics Presents, Savage Street Vigilante, Kickstarter launching on October 1st. And as always, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are awesome, and we always have a blast hanging out. Justin and Sean, thank you for actually coming into the studio for the last couple days. You guys have been so awesome to hang out with. I love you dudes. Jazzy Jamie Wood, thank you so much for always being there for us. You're the best editor, producer, podcast master in the land.
Facts.
A pleasure, guys.
Sean, you got any words?
Yeah, dude. Jim, this has been creatively charging, much needed time spent with you.
Sean, I'm looking at you as you say this, by the way. I'm looking at you, buddy.
That's right, brother. That's right, brother.
So lame.
I am so lucky that I have two basic podcasts with my best friends, and they're the most awesome artists, and I get to do this shit with them. And Jamie is the man.
How do you think I feel, Sean? I'm getting paid for this.
That's true.
The dream.
That's true.
Yeah, Jamie's living the dream. We're the idiots paying him.
Worth every penny, bro. Worth every penny.
Jamie has definitely opened up the world of podcasting for a lot of people in comics. It's been awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Justin, it's been a pleasure having you on today.
Thank you guys so much. It's been a huge honor and privilege to be here. You guys don't even know. I was stoked and nervous, but everybody here has been so kind and so generous and so awesome with sharing of knowledge and links and posts, and yeah, I can't thank you guys enough.
Our pleasure, dude. Awesome, you guys. Thank you. As always, we will see you very soon.
Sounds good.
Peace.
All right, peace.